you tryna go be? Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Set up. 60 outlaw. 49. I don't even know why this team showed up. Back it.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Howard. And now Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hard. Go.
Shit. Deuce. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
Ready? 18, Gator. Hey, lock it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Back to throw. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Teague. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. 2nd and 10. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
53, check 53. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Jefferson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bills' 42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. On 4th down, Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On third down, Teague. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Ready, set.
Mike 49. 3 bud.
Check 52.
They'll run on first down. Teague, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Look at me. Score. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake, Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Open man is Westbrook, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Leo.
On a jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, Jefferson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
I got you.
2nd and 3. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Watch twins.
On first down, they run with Howard. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Let's get off the field, D. No. Look, squeeze. Now.
On second down now, it's Howard, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
49 Alpha. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's put him on the bus.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, and that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, and it's third down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Watch the twist. Slam, slam, slam. Watch safety creep. Watch safety. X3. 218. Chopper. Joker, joker. Joker, joker. Hey, Delta. Hit it.
To throw on third down. Herbert is going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Looking to throw. Herbert. This pass complete to Higgins. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. To throw on second down. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That second down play nets a -4. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A pass there complete to Westbrook. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Check safety, 36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush would just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Looking middle, and that's complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm on. Check. Crunch.
On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Down. 50. Plant. 53. Roll out. There's a party now. You go tight. You got tight. Zoom. Jim. Mike, go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
15, Ronnie. 15 line. Bam. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And he completes it to Westbrook. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready.
53 is the mic. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, watch it. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, seam 6.
53 is mine.
Dude.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Switch.
To throw again. Herbert. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Back to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down?
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, 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 check. Go. Patch it. Hey, Echo. Now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On 1st down, it's Howard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Leo.
Off the bootleg. Herbert rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Got it.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Stop your whining.
Check. Defense.
They run with Howard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. You're out. Switch it. Check. Flag down. Fair.
Check 15.
Hey, wahoo.
Back to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ron. They've got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Slam.
They'll run on first down. Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Fights him off. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 12-yard touchdown.